All right, so let's go ahead and pivot on over and talk a little bit about your Utah Hockey Club, shall we?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. All right, so the first conversation we want to have in regards to your Utah Hockey Club is a story that broke why we were off there. On March 9th, the NHLPA stated that Conner Ingram has been indefinitely placed on the Players Assistance Program. The NHL. Now, have you heard of this program?
Yeah, absolutely.
So the NHL and the NHLPA Players Association Program is a joint venture between the league and Players Union to offer confidential support and resources for NHL players and their families who are facing things like mental illness, substance abuse, and other personal challenges. First of all, I think this is great. Like, I didn't know that this was a thing.
Yeah,
for the NHL players. I don't know if this is common in other professional sports, but the fact that you have this and the fact that you have this confidential side of it there, where the team's not going to, blurt your reason why you're on this, is really kind of nice. I don't know. What's your take on this?
Yeah, I mean, so the team obviously holds their confidentiality. Conner Ingram did go onto social media and state that he needs time to recover mentally, and he really praised the program for offering the mental health support, because typically this the player assistance program is mostly used for substance abuse, right? Like, that's what the program was primarily put into place for, but it does offer mental health assistance for other things like that. So he went on social media. He said, my mother passed away from breast cancer in December. I'm really struggling. This is actually his second time in the program. He was actually in there in 2021 when he was with the Nashville Predators, and he was there because he had undiagnosed OCD, and he was also using like alcohol to cope with anxiety. And so he's been in there and he's familiar with it. And I think this is a fantastic tool for NHL players. I think there's a lot of stresses that come with being an NHL player, being a professional athlete. There's a lot of things that this is just great. It's a great tool for the NHL. And it's kind of really exciting to know that, you don't typically think of the NHL as one of the top tier leagues, but I mean, top tier, they obviously have some top tier player assistance programs, which is fantastic.
Yeah, this is all class, world class type
Yep.
Option here. And did you see all the support that the team's giving them? Like have you seen all this? Like during the game, like people are signing a get well card and stuff like that for them. The fact that the teams and the fans are kind of rallying around them, offering them support, and hey, whenever you're ready to come back, we'll welcome you back.
Yeah,
I think that's super super awesome, man. I love to see it. This is definitely something that if other major sports, I don't know if they have them. I don't know if they do, but if they do, this is definitely something that I would love to see adopted elsewhere, because this is just a class act all around. Now, under the terms of the joint program, he will return to the club when cleared for on-ice competition by the program's administrators themselves.
Right.
So once you're in the program, you're not allowed just to jump off and say, okay, I'm good now.
I'm good. Yeah.
You actually have to be cleared by that to be back in. So I don't know, man. I think it's really cool. Really, really cool.
Yeah, absolutely.
We got a comment here from Joe Fisher. Can you read that? I'm a little far back.
It says, as a hockey fan, I can't wait to hear the Utah NHL team's new name. I didn't see them giving out the name why the team is playing hockey, so I say no later than the draft we find out the name.
Actually, that's next thing we're going to talk about. That's a perfect perfect segue there, Joe. So appreciate it. Thanks for the comment. Keep it coming. So there's evidence. There's some evidence that's been released. This one is coming to us via article on KSL. There's evidence pointing towards Mammoth being the new team name going forward. Have you seen this?
I saw this briefly.
Okay.
Yes.
So basically what's happened is they're taking, it's all about the copyright and patent extension, right?
Oh, okay.
So they extended the name for Utah Hockey Club. They extended the patent on that for another 2.5, 3 weeks. On that, I believe that's what it was. Correct me in the comments if I'm wrong there. Another 2.5, 3 weeks on both Mammoth and Utah Hockey Club. Now, Utah Hockey Club would make sense because that's the team name you're currently using. So if you need to extend patents beyond, when it expires, then that would make sense because that's the team you're using.
Yeah.
And then you also extend Utah Mammoth, but you don't extend Utah Outlaws. I think that's kind of the key thing for me.
Key indicator there.
That tells you something. I don't know. What do you think?
I mean, I think that this name was way more popular than I thought it was going to be.
I don't know, man. That's kind of what I'm thinking. Like, it kind of makes sense.
Yeah. I mean, and I feel like there's been a lot more of the logos that have kind of come out for Mammoth with the mountains on its head and all that kind of stuff. I feel like the logo does kind of go with it. Is the question is, and I know that this is what you need to know, is it mammoths or mammoth?
It is singular.
Okay.
It is
So
singular.
Darren's good with this. I want you guys to be.
We're good. We're not plural.
Mhm.
Mammoths just doesn't sound right. It's got to be Utah Mammoth if we're going that route.
And to be grammatically correct, I'm not sure if mammoths is a word. It might just be mammoth. Okay,
Yeah.
that might be the reason.
That might be the reason.
Yeah.
Mammoths just sounds ridiculous. And honestly, between the two, like I'm still okay with Utah Hockey Club as a name.
Right.
However, if they get the Yeti with that stupid mountain faux hawk look on the head, I'm think I'm going to be out on the Utah Hockey Club.
Well, you saw the mammoth. Like, have you seen the redesigns with the mammoth with the looking faux hawk?
No, it doesn't have that. It doesn't have.
But it says like it's almost like its back is a mountain range or something. Have you seen that one?
No, I haven't. If it's not beyond the first mock-up, then no, I haven't seen
Yeah,
it.
there's been some advanced ones that show like the mammoth with like its back is like a mountain range.
Okay, well, I don't know. We'll have to see it.
Yeah, it's very interesting. I don't hate it though.
Yeah,
I really don't. It looks like it could be a very good logo that you could continue to grow and evolve. So
yeah, the Utah Outlaw definitely is kind of, it was plural, it was Outlaws, and that's just kind of been done already. Like there's every minor league team in the world has the name Outlaw in it. It's been done before. It's not really that unique. Utah Mammoth, okay, that's a little bit more unique, a little bit more. It is a cold weather animal, and it's Utah, so
yeah,
it's not bad. And Utah Hockey Club, I mean, it's original. No one's doing that. No one's using that Utah HC. That'd be like our thing. Your mascot could be a Yeti. You can do whatever you want with that. You can do a bunch of things. But yeah, I guess from what it looks like, because of the copyright extension or the patent extension on those two names, trademark, thank you.
Yeah.
The trademark extension on those two names, that's probably the direction that it's looking to go. So
yeah, very cool.
I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how that ends up. Let's see. I hear the story that the Outlaws name, they don't have
to extend till April and have to wait till then to see if any info on that comes out.
That's a fair point. They said that the patent on the article I read, it said that the patent wasn't up yet, so they didn't need to extend it. So that's a good, fair point that they might extend it at that point. But if you're doing it, you might as well do it now.
Yeah.
If you're extending too.
Chime in, guys. Let us know which name you like. What do you think? Which one do you want? I want to hear it all.
Yeah, we want to hear from you. Before we move on to that, I do want to go ahead and do a quick update for you, Utah Hockey Club.
Yeah.
So, man, they got dog walked last night.
That was really rough to watch.
What was it, like a 7-1 loss?
7-1 loss, dude.
Oh man, that was tough. Veggie took 3 shots on goal. I mean, got three goals in.
Then they put Stauber in, didn't they?
Yeah, they pulled him, put Stauber in, which welcome to the NHL there. That's great.
Yeah, I mean that's a really rough game to come into.
Yeah, Coach Turney did say that it's not on either of them. We didn't do a good job to keep them out of our.
Yeah, and the defense was really lackadaisical last night. They struggled to get back and defend. I mean, I've watched quite a few games recently, and the defense has just been on point. I mean, most of the time they're playing on the other side of the ice. You know what I mean? Like we're not even allowing shots on goal. And in those games, we look really good and really competitive. And like their penalty kill minutes have been absolutely fantastic. This team's looked really like so good in some of these moments. Right now we're sitting with 71 points, and we're roughly 4 points out of that second wild card spot behind the Canucks, Blues, and Flames. So there's plenty of time, right? We've only played 68 games. We got to go to 82.
Yeah. So, that's what I wanted to talk about. Well, it isn't impossible, and stranger things have happened. But from what I've been hearing a lot from folks around the league that are a little bit more knowledgeable than I am, like the pre-interim and post hosts that join ESPN 700.
Yeah.
And they talked to them on the drive there. A 4-point deficit with only 14 games left is a lot to make up in the time around.
Yeah.
So, after last night's loss, if they won that game and a couple of games went their way, they'd be tied for that last spot, right?
Yeah.
But a 4-point swing with this many games is a lot harder than what it looks like.
Yeah. At this point, you're really needing some help from other teams to get back into that standing, especially because you still got the Flames and the Blues ahead of you. Mm-hmm. So, and I mean, the Blues are at 75 points, same as the Canucks. They've obviously got the tiebreaker over them because the Blues have lost 3 more games.
Right.
So I don't know. I mean, yeah, it's really, you're relying on not just your team now. You need a little bit of luck at this point.
Yeah.
But
We are holding out hope, though.
Yeah.
It's one of the things we definitely want to do. Is we definitely want to let you know that we are not the type of people who would say that the ship has sailed on that for sure. We are holding out hope mainly because we are professional sports fans in Utah. We would like to have some playoff sports to talk about in this
Just
state.
anything, really.
That would be nice.
Just any postseason play would be fantastic for us.
Yeah, but let's say they don't make it, right? Let me ask you this question. Was the first year for your Utah Hockey Club a successful one?
100%. The season's been fun. This team has grown together a lot. They did make some off-season additions. We were very curious to see how some of those veteran guys kind of all, if they gelled, is this team going to be able to do something? These guys all had to adapt. They all had to move over the summer. They had to get right back into it. I think this season has 100% been a success. I think that they're going to continue to grow. This team's going to continue to get better. We had a rough patch there where Conner Ingram was dropping some games and he was kind of struggling. And then obviously bringing Veggie and we started seeing the season kind of turn the corner, right? We were like, okay, right. Well, now we're getting back to where we wanted to be. And you're going to injured. Yeah. I mean, you're going to have rough games like last night. We battled some injuries this year, but it's been fun to watch, and it's going to continue to be more fun to watch. I think Coach Trigny's got this team heading in the right direction, and I think we got a good chance to make even bigger waves next season.
Oh yeah, I was listening to interview earlier today with an NHL insider, and he was saying that Armstrong, basically when he was in Phoenix, no offense to the Phoenix Coyote fans out there that watch this, if you do watch it, we love. Thank you guys for tuning in. He was saying that he was having to operate with one hand kind of tied behind his back. Here with some ownership that are willing to spend some money to improve the team, really helps out. And also the fact that they have quite a handle of great draft capital going forward.
Yeah,
that this is a team that can easily make some offseason moves and slide in. I will say that I agree with you. This was a very successful first season, regardless of whether or not the hockey club makes it into the playoffs or not. So, yeah, I have to agree with you there.
Excited for the future, man.
Once again, folks, let us know what you think in the comments down below. We'd love to hear from you in regards to your Utah Hockey Club. Do you think the team still has a chance to make the playoffs? We'd love to hear from you. As a reminder, make sure that you check out our merch down below. We just added a killer hoodie with this logo, our Utah Hockey Club DNA logo. Sorry, Utah Hockey DNA logo on it. So be sure to check that out and the merch store down below. As a reminder, all of our hockey content will be posted here on this channel. So if you're following us for the Utah Hockey Club, be sure to check out this channel. If you're on this channel, appreciate it. Make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on our next episode.